In the heart of a bustling city, there lived a young woman named Arasi, whose life was overshadowed by quiet pain and unspoken burdens. Her father, Varadhan, once a vibrant, charismatic man full of life and joy, had fallen victim to the dark grip of alcohol. With every bottle, he had slipped further away from the world, leaving Arasi to face life's challenges alone. Despite his flaws, despite his addiction, Arasi loved him fiercely. He was her only family, and she carried the weight of their shared past. Their conversations, often strained and fragmented, were bound by the invisible chains of his addiction. Yet, every time Arasi spoke, there was a flicker of hope in her heart, a silent plea for the father she once knew, hoping he might return to her. One fateful day, Arasi received news that shattered her world. Her father's kidneys were failing. Without hesitation, she volunteered to donate her own kidney, believing it was the only way to save him. The thought of losing him was unbearable, and she clung to the hope that her sacrifice might be the answer. But on the day of the surgery, as Arasi waited in the sterile, cold corridors of the hospital, she overheard a conversation that would change everything. She heard the doctors discussing her father not as a patient in need of help, but as a mere commodity, a valuable organ to be sold to the highest bidder. Her heart sank as the cruel reality of what was happening became clear. Her father was not going to be saved. He was going to be exploited. Devastated and angry, Arasi was left to watch the surgery unfold, helpless. In the place of healing, there was greed, a dark undercurrent hidden behind the hospital's pristine walls. The very people entrusted to save lives were now manipulating them for profit. Days passed, and at first the surgery was considered a success. Her father woke up, and for a brief moment, Arasi dared to hope. But just 2 days later, his condition rapidly worsened. The hospital staff, distracted by their secrets, failed to recognize the signs of negligence until it was too late. Arasi's father, unable to fight against the unseen forces of corruption, succumbed to complications, leaving her heartbroken, betrayed, and consumed by grief. But Arasi refused to let her father's death be in vain. Fueled by a desire for justice, she set out to uncover the truth. She began her investigation, interviewing hospital staff under the guise of concern, slowly piecing together the shattered puzzle of lies and deceit. Payoffs, falsified records, and careless treatment emerged, painting a grim picture of the broken healthcare system that had cost her father his life. With the help of the police, Arasi gathered enough evidence to expose the villainous doctor behind the scheme. She stood before a crowd of families, each with their own story of betrayal and loss, and shared the truth of the hospital's corrupt practices. The room was filled with the echoes of their voices that had been silenced for too long, now united in a defiant chorus of resistance. Arasi became the leader of a movement for justice. Together with the families, they rallied against the corrupt hospital, their voices ringing out in the streets. News outlets picked up their story, and the once mighty institution that had seemed untouchable now faced a full investigation. The foundations of the hospital shook, and the dark secrets that had been hidden for so long were brought into the light. In the end, the doctor and his accomplices were arrested, and Arasi found a sense of closure in knowing that justice had been served. Though her father was gone, his legacy lived on through her. A legacy of resilience, of love, and of the relentless pursuit of truth. Though the pain of losing her father would never fade, Arasi emerged as a symbol of strength and hope. She had turned her tragedy into a mission, to protect others from the same fate, to help families navigate a broken system, and to ensure that the silence of betrayal was never again allowed to triumph. In the end, Arasi realized that love, no matter how much it is tested, can still fight back against betrayal. And she vowed that her father's legacy of honesty and integrity would live on, giving a voice to those who had been silenced by injustice. Thank you.